Hello everyone. Today's lesson is going to be on Photoshop 2018 and we're going to be going over layer mask. Now if you haven't watched the other videos on the foundation, basically learning how the interface and the panels in your workspace, I kind of recommend that. They are a little bit boring, but trust me, you'll actually enjoy not being frustrated when you don't know what basically it can do. So you could be working on something and then you don't know where to find something, or you don't know how to do something. Those do help out a little bit. So today, let's see, I went ahead and this is one of the images I'm going to use. So I did a little bit of touch-up stuff, real quick work. I just wanted to get rid of the building here. What it did look like is, I'll open up this one just to show you what it looked like. It had the building right here on the side, straight up. I really don't like all this building in here. I kind of like more of the sky and these buildings back here. So I went ahead and just did a little bit of touch up just real quick. We're going to go ahead and cancel that. And we're going to pull in another image here from this here in here. Now when you pull it in and drop it right on the other one, what it will do, it will create another layer for you. So that's what we need. You can go in and make some color adjustments right here. Right now this one's fine. Don't want it too much contrast. I want some contrast, but when we start stripping out that the building, actually I'm just gonna do this real quick here. That'll be fine. See the separate between the black and the brown right there? We're gonna have a little bit of problem right there, but that's okay. We'll be able to handle it. So what I want to do is I want to bring those two images together. Always, when you first bring it in, it gives you this X, and you can go in and you can hit the Shift key if you wanted to resize this and keep the ratio the same, just like that. That's so it doesn't lose its ratio basically on the height and the width. But I'm gonna leave it right there. What we have to do is we have to place it. Just hitting the enter key that places it and allows us to start working on it. So there's a couple ways that we want to do. What I want to do is I basically want to strip out all these and basically get rid of the black background. And then our final is going to be this photo here. Looks a lot better than the original, which is right here. We get rid of all this garbage up front, and then we replace it with this building here. So there's two ways you can do this. So if you hold down this key, you have the magic wand, which is okay. It takes out and gets pretty close. So there's a little bit here I'd probably want, and the tops, we'll go back and fix those a little bit. And right here, actually that really doesn't look too awful bad. Maybe we'll go back to that one. But there's also this quick select tool. Let me do this, edit undo. So we can go in here for this quick select tool, and it basically almost does the same, but we have to manually get some stuff, okay? But this one actually allows you to go in, when you hold down the Alt key and you do the left click, you can actually push it and it'll find what you're looking for, basically. Let's go Alt. So we're going to go ahead and hit the wand. That'll get most of the selection in here. Don't worry about the little detail. We can change or fix that with the layer mask. So once you have it selected, we want to select the inverse. So you can do that with Control I. That'll show you, okay, that's not what we need, but we'll edit undo that. So we'll go ahead and do this. We can go select inverse. That'll do that. Now the select inverse would have worked if we did that on the layer mask. If we hit it there, now that creates the layer mask. Okay. So you can see how it actually did it pretty well. There's some stuff that's, let's see what we need. All right, so what we'll do is, now when you create the layer mask, see that all the white, anything that's white, it lets it through. And then anything black, it blocks it out. So you want to use white and black as your colors that you're going to be working with. So we'll go through with white first. If you right click, you get, and you can do this here, or you can hit the Alt key and the right click and move your mouse side to side, and then up and down is for how hard, side to side is bigger or smaller. Okay, that's holding the Alt key. Moving up and down gives you the hardness of your brush. So right now we want, we'll just start off with a little bit of hardness in this, and we'll go 50% so that we can actually see. And all I'm doing is left clicking on this and trying to find basically where we need to be here. Okay, don't want to do too much. I want some of this down here, but we'll fix that when we put the other building in. In fact, we can turn that on just so we can see what's going on. That valleys looks good. So this here, so what we'll do is we'll switch this back, make the brush a little bit harder. And I'll tell you why in a second here. If you go a little bit harder, then you can get it. Let's go down about 100. Yeah, that sounds good. So you can get close. If you have it soft, then you can't get too close. We don't need the antenna. Tell you what, So you just go through and you just try to clean up as much as you can. And what's nice about it is it's non-destructive, okay? Always, if you use a layer mask and you do a lot of your work like this, you're not going to destroy the picture at all. All you're doing is allowing the image through, basically, and I'm not going to go crazy on the detail, but now you can zoom in more. If you hit the space bar, it'll gives you your hand tool so you can move it around. Did that because I can know that I messed up. Okay. I think if you hit the X, it'll switch back and forth so you don't have to keep going back over there. I know there's some over here. Probably don't need that. All the nice little detail work here is going to make it just look more real, basically. Now, see all this black here? So when we see this, it looks fake. So what you can do is, we want to bring this bigger, and let's go with like this, and then that way it's a softer, and it kind of like will pull, it takes out some of the darkness. And there's another way you can like not take so much, but if you keep it towards the end, see how it softened the edge now that you can so now see how you can actually see behind there. Before it was like this right here, so we'll go bam. Not too much edit undo on that one because we don't want that. Just a little bit on the edges here, just to soften it a little bit. This one, maybe make it a little bit smaller. Take out a little bit of that. Okay, so that doesn't look bad at all. It just makes it a little, you can use the picture that I liked back here, this part. Now, you're not going to find this on the strip, but it actually looks decent and it makes for a good photo. So this one I spent more time on, did the colors a little bit nicer, did a better job on the touch up. I extended this building here down by using the clone tool, and I just took a piece and started going down just to change it up a little bit, make it a little bit more believable. What else? And just did the really fine work on the tower right here, which we didn't do too awful bad on this. Let's look at bring out some of this here. See how that changes. So if we fix that part right there, makes this water come up. And then let's just okay that. And then we'll go back over here and switch this. Oh, that's the one we wanted. It's this one that. There we go. So there you go. I think that didn't turn out too bad for a couple minutes, 10 minutes. And that there is layer mask. What you can do here is, if let's say you can turn off the mask by hitting Shift, click on the mask. If you hit Alt or click on this and hit Alt, then you can see, and you can actually go in and fix some of this stuff like this. So up here you can get rid of the marks. Here you can get rid of these shadows. These are all going to be shadows. This is how you clean up the picture, basically. Let's see what else. So that's just, again, if you click on it and hit the Alt key, and that takes it away. So you can see right here, we could probably take that away, so when that comes back you see more building. And you basically just sit there, you make sure that the lines, this one's not too bad because it's dark, so you can't see these contrasts that much, and you can take down the contrast also. But the next lesson I'm gonna do, it's gonna be another layer mask, but it's gonna be like cutting out a person with hair, and I'll show you a different method. It's by adding another layer up above this one and doing a clipping mask. this one here, create a clipping mask. And what that will do is I'll be able to show you how it goes through, and you can hit the details and make sure that the hair does come through, but nothing else. So, all right, guys, that's the end of that. And if you have any questions, please ask below in the comments. And if you have anything that you want to figure out how to do, just again, leave it in the comments. I'll take it into consideration for future tutorials. All right, thanks very much for your time, and have a good evening. Again, remember to subscribe and like down below. Thank you.